on this shit before she chain, switch it up. This rap pixie dust, money ain't to us. Broski went them, you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. I tell Shorty spin around and watch it.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At their own 26-yard line. For the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
And muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Falcons at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Penix. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air, Penix. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. Viking 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check go.
They'll throw with Penix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Ready?
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
Check. Coconut, Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18, Buffalo 18. Come 19.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early lead. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On 1st down, they'll start out with Wright. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And some room to maneuver. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
They'll go again here with Wright. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
first down. It's Hampton. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here now, 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this one going nowhere. What a hit that time to bull rush in there and drop him behind the line. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Middle. No, we changed it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
It's a top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. These two teams all tied after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Okay, break. Warriors 70. Let's go now. Cowboy 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther, take over.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Wow, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Dragon 60.
Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
70 Lions.
Looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll go right back to right. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action now. Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But all you guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Now a give, running left is right. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A give up the middle to right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No, we changed it. You at X. You at X.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll work inside here, Hampton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let's go.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll let it fly for Austin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. On the give, this is right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Throw left side complete. That's Marsh. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
19 tight.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marsh. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now Pennick's going to hold on to it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Throwing again, Penix. That's going to be caught. It's a rookie from Clemson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on. Hey, Hawks, Buffalo, no street. 18 Rattler. Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Ready up. 70 Timberwolf.
To throw again is Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Dragon 60. 19 tight. Let's go.
Penix working out of the gun here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. Checks this one down to Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
One more, boys. We gotta switch it up.
And Nelson's got it here right side. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
Hurt. Scoop.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Penix going to sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Michael Penix, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll send Austin in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 5 from the 8.
180. Sit on. 180. 180.
He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's a run by Wright. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. And his kick is indeed good. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Falcons, first down.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Falcons use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
70 Rangers, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Dolphins 15. Kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Jackson. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards.
First and goal, Miami.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now Penix. Over the middle, complete. That's Newton. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Second and inches at the 46-yard line.
Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Pioneer.
To the air, Penix. Hauling it in, Nelson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And now an audible here into something else. Here's Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
19 tight. 19 tight.
On the draw, Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Second and 6 coming up.
Here we go.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Ready? Viking 18. Ready?
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
60 Bobcat. Shut up. Bravo 80. Let's go.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's first down. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Well, you really can't ask